Today I'm making a viewer requested video, and that is, how do you turn hypnagogic imagery into a lucid dream? Let's find out. Before we get started on the video, I just want to give a huge shout out to one of my Patreon supporters, Hypnagogic. Thank you for supporting the channel and allowing this video to happen. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me, Matt here, and today we're talking lucid dreaming, of course, and we're talking about how to turn hypnagogic imagery into a lucid dream. So what is hypnagogic imagery? Well, if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night, in the middle of a dream, and you just kind of laid there, falling back asleep, you might have already experienced it. You'll notice that you're falling back asleep and just images kind of start to appear, almost like dreamlike scenes. You might even slightly start to slip into a dream and then slip out of it again. You might hear strange sounds, you might actually see vague shapes and colours, or you might see something more vivid like an actual scene and feel as if you're there, even though you're still actually awake in bed. Now this video isn't about how to induce hypnagogic imagery, it's what to do once you're actually there. Once you've got those images appearing, how do you actually get into a dream from there? Well, the main thing is just to be patient. It's really quite a passive process. You don't have to really try to do anything in particular. Just wait and let the images come to you and let them happen, and you should eventually find yourself in a dream. Now that said, you can play an active role in getting the dream to appear, and the way that you do this is typically by trying to interact with it. Now when I say trying to interact with it, I don't mean move about your arms and legs, because you're still laying in bed, your body is probably not paralysed at this point, and so if you try to move your arms and legs, you're just going to kind of stir yourself out of it, and you're not going to have those images come in anymore, and you're just going to have to start all over again. So what you should instead do is imagine yourself interacting with it. Imagine the feeling of your hand running along the wall that you can see in the imagery. Imagine what some bread that you see in the imagery smells like. Imagine the sounds that you're hearing, what they could actually be. So, if you hear a loud bang, think about what that could actually be in the scene. What could be going on there? Maybe something broke, maybe someone dropped something and it smashed, something like that. Try to engage your senses through your imagination and interact with the scene in that way. Now, if you do this for a little bit, you should start to find that either nothing happens, in which case just be there, passive, allowing the scenery to get more real, and when you can actually see something that seems a bit more tangible to you, then try again. Or alternatively, when you do this, you'll start to actually feel as if you really can sense these things. You might really smell some bread cooking, or you might really feel as if your hand is running along a wall. At this point, just keep going with it and you should find yourself in the dream scene. It's a relatively simple process, but one that's easy to overcomplicate if you don't know what you're doing. So my two tips are, once again, remain passive for the most part, and if you want to actually take an active role in getting the dream to form, then simply try to interact with it in your imagination by imagining certain sensory interactions with the scene, like touching something, smelling something, tasting something, and so on, based on what you can see, based on what you can hear, based on what you're actually getting in those images. I hope you found this helpful. Now, if you'd like a bit of a helping hand with lucid dreaming, and this is why you came to this video in the first place, because you're struggling to get there, to have your first lucid dream, or you're struggling with control, or perhaps you're doing well, but you just need a little bit of an extra push to get you where you want to be and to do the things you want to do in a lucid dream, well, I know all about that. It took me a long time to learn most of the things I do know now with lucid dreaming, and I kind of wish I could go back, meet my younger self and go, hey, these are the things you have to do. Do this method to get lucid. Learn this one as well. Do this to spawn characters. Do this to spawn items. These are the things that you need to know to be able to do the things you want to do in a lucid dream step by step. I wish I could go back and tell myself that, but I can't. What I can do though is make that for you, and so that's what I've done. I made this 17-part lucid dreaming audio course called Advanced Lucidity, and you can find out more about it on my Gumroad page up there. Anyway, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to subscribe. If you want to support the channel and ensure I can keep making these videos, check out my Patreon page, and if you want to keep watching, check out one of the videos that's linked on screen. Thanks for watching guys, take care.